Hello and welcome back to Danganronpa. Last time we investigated the second trial, and this time we're going in. Don't worry, you can do it. I believe in you. Now let's go to the Shrine of Judgment. Yeah, some people in the comments noted that he could be annoying because he's like, "Oh, you're my sidekick." Ha 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 ha. I don't really see him thinking that sincerely. It does not strike me that way. He really does seem as though he's trying to give Shuichi a psychological out for the guilt he's putting on himself every time he causes a depressing situation by finding the truth. I mean, it would be depressing anyways, and it's better than the alternative, and that's why he's giving him that psychological out, or he's trying to, by saying, "I'm the one with all the responsibility. I'm the one making the decisions. So you don't have to worry about that. You just do what you do." Is everyone ready? Not like we have a choice, right? You are quick to understand. It's as though Monokuma has trained you. We got nothing to worry about, right, assholes? We'll figure out the gopher, won't we?
Don't worry.
Of course we don't need to worry. The top suspect is super obvious this time. What, you mean, Maki? You know, it could have been you, too. At this point, Himiko seems like... I don't think so. Maki seems like the most likely suspect at the moment. And... I guess Kokichi seems possible. And Angie might be... No. Maybe not. Those are probably the most suspicious people, really. Kokichi, Maki, and Angie at the moment. Which is unfortunate, because two of those are my favorite characters.
Hey!
At the moment. There's definitely... someone did make a good point. None of the characters are bad. None of the characters are bad, and they're not, like, played up for laughs in a way that just make them, like, grating, like some of the other characters in the series have been, especially in the first game. Right, Himiko. Oh, how dare you bully Himiko? And she's getting better. She is getting better now that she has something more to do than just attack and belittle everyone else for being a degenerate male. How dare you bully Himiko, you degenerate? You want me to Aikido chop your head off, huh?
Wait.
That's not even Aikido anymore, is it?
Either way.
This matter will be discussed in due time. You should save your arguments until then.
That's right.
Yeah, let's put an end to this at the last trial.
You're right.
You're right. Oh, and as for thumbnails at the very least, here's so I'm definitely going to use thumbnails from the first trial with Kaede. At least if I don't have anything better to use for trials. And you know what? In general, if you see a thumbnail that has a character in it, just assume I'm lying, or I'm lying. Like, I think I'm going to start putting in characters that might already be dead, or might not be dead, and just mix up and put a random character in thumbnails, especially once we finish this. And I'm just going to straight up lie in the thumbnails, so people who think they're getting spoiled are going to be like, "Oh, how dare you spoil me," and then when they actually get to the game, they're like, "Wait, no, you didn't spoil me. I just thought I was spoiled. God damn it." Because... I don't have a better way to do it unless I have other things, other visuals to put in the thumbnails. So I think I'm going to take that approach from now on. Azor appeared with us, before us with a pomp, as if sending heroes off to war. After a pause, we all stepped towards the door. Yeah, let's go. We were silent. All I could hear was our unsteady breathing, just as we passed through the door. Started up again. Oh. Normally, I wouldn't mind the shaking, but I'm feeling especially sensitive to it now. Each of us felt that trembling through our entire bodies as we sank further still. Without sure footing, I'm positive I would have fallen as well. My breathing was becoming more ragged. My heart pounded harder and harder, just when I thought I would pass out from the nerves. The elevator came to a stop. This wasn't the end. No. It was only just the beginning. And... yeah. Welcome! You're all hopelessly arrived once again. Did you want to come here again because of how wonderful it is? It's so very wonderful. Isn't it wonderful? I put so much effort into building this place. It should be a monument. Actually, we're the one who used the exosols to build the courtroom. But Father just took all the credit.
Wonderful.
But I am happy to be used as a slave by Father. Please don't kill me.
What are you saying?
Idiots are really committed to this henchman bit.
They're
You guys are just so cute that I can't help working you to the bone. You put a lot of elaborate detail into this courtroom. Almost like it's for a show.
Oh.
For show, huh? That's an interesting way to put it. Is this just for show? Are you showing this to the people outside and... Those people aren't with us, so you don't need to worry about them. Well, it did seem like other people were aware of what was happening in here at the very least. Based on the ending of the first trial. Whether that means something more specific, we'll see. Get it? They're not with us, as in they're no longer with us. You know what I mean? Yes, you're implying something that's probably not even all that true. Right?
Hey,
In other words, you 13 are the only ones left in the world. Interesting. No, show us just how you intend to bargain for your lives. Okay. And then, the last trial began. Ryomoji, the ultimate tennis pro. After falling from his former glory, he told us that he had no reason to live. Even so, he said he wanted to fight besides us, to get out of here with us. And for that, he was trying to find a reason to live. He might have been a little stern, but he wasn't a cold man at all. And the person who killed him is here right now. I want to believe that's a lie. I don't want to believe that at all. But this is where I find the truth. I won't avert my eyes anymore. This is the truth she entrusted to me. I will find the truth to get out of here with everyone alive. I'm going to survive. I can't die here in order to keep my promise to her. I will fight. I will fight for my life in this trial of truth and lies. Yes, I'd like to say. Okay, skills. People did make a recommendation for some of the ones I could get that were useful. Now that I've done these, I'm gonna make my own. I'm gonna check what we have, and I only have 8 points. Oh man, I don't have as much as I thought I would. Okay. I really can only buy one of these good ones. Let's see. The best way to go about this. So, this was recommended to me. This Librarian's Glare. I didn't really feel as though I had that much of a problem in the mass panic debates. It seemed pretty straightforward. I didn't have a problem paying attention to everyone. And see, this sounds even better. Silences all conversations except those the reticle zone? I don't think I had a problem. Maybe it'll get worse, but I almost want more focus, more than anything at the moment. Because I have something for... Yeah, influence a little bit. Max focus a little bit. Yeah, how about I get this? Definitely want to set it. And I can also get another one that's worth 4. I'd say this was recommended. I'll buy it, and I guess I'll equip it. I didn't really feel as though I had that much problem. But, yeah. Here we go. View handbook. How much should I look over this even, I wonder? Truth bullets. What do we got? So something that, I noticed when I was editing more so, is that the baton is probably going to have a bigger impact than I was really giving it, in terms of how it was possible in the, gym. Probably lowering and raising that. It does make you wonder how they could have gotten anyone inside of it, right? Because the opening for the piranha tank is on the bottom. Only the front side is made out of glass. The other sides are made out of wood. Like there's no lid. Oh, there was no lid from the start. Oh, okay. I thought he said there was a ceiling to it. No, I guess he was seeing the normal ceiling. And there was no... Okay, that actually explains it considerably. I misinterpret what they were trying to say there. Okay. Well, currently I actually feel as though I have a decent idea of how this has gone. Of how this happened. So, it's just a matter of who did it, really. That's the biggest question. There's several people with opportunity. So... Don't be Maki, don't be Kokichi, please, 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 best characters, come on.
Now then, let's begin with the basic explanation of the class trial. During the trial, you'll present your
Yeah,
I
don't...
Also,
I don't need this again.
let's get this crazy awesome to the max trial underway!
Oh man, you're excited today.
I
Damn.
think we all know who the most suspicious one is. It's...
You! No, Maki, actually.
Let's combine our power and work together, everyone.
the person who's most suspicious is...
You know.
Now lend me your energy, everyone, so we can catch the culprit.
You're not making a spirit bomb.
Because the murder happened during the magic show, the culprit can only be...
Hey-ya! I'm in top form today.
Oh boy, okay.
Tenko, why are you interrupting me? We can't have a good trial if you talk over me.
I am agreeing.
Huh? I'm not interrupting you. Whatever you have to say is probably worthless anyway, because all males want to talk about is S-E.
Oh, wait.
Himiko seems suspicious.
But you the fucking person who worked with her on the magic show. My goodness.
Yeah?
Yes, we need to talk about it at the very least.
Hey! Angie, how can you accuse Himiko? Aren't you her friend? I'm just telling you what Atua is telling me. He is using his divine knowledge to show us the way to survive. You should thank him, lest he pour his holy wrath upon you all.
That's nice.
Screw Atua! That guy's got nothing on me.
Ha ha ha, nice.
I'll protect Himiko.
That's actually not a...
But it does point to Himiko being the most suspicious.
Which we need to address. We need to at the very least address. Tenko, if she didn't do it, then it'll become obvious, right? I mean, right?
Ryoma died during Himiko's magic show. His body appearing in the water tank leads one to think the escape trick played a part. It's only natural we suspect Himiko. She was the one performing the trick.
No, that's wrong. The underwater escape wasn't a trick. It was magic.
Magic! Yeah!
It's not the part you need to deny. You gotta tell us you're not the culprit.
Magic, huh? That's so cool. What a mysterious miracle.
It must have been not to us doing.
Now, did you kill Ryoma, Himiko? Atua will hear your confession.
Oh.
Stop it! There's no way any of that is true!
You know what? I'm actually so surprised that Angie's pushing it so hard. Ooh, I wonder.
It's true, though. Himiko used the underwater escape trick to kill Ryoma.
I'm doubting it. Seems
I
unlikely.
still don't have a clue how Himiko did the trick.
Angie could have made it possible. She could have. Especially if he was in the piranha tank. Then he wouldn't have needed anyone to hold him up there and let him go at the same time with the timer. That would make sense at the very least.
There's no trick. That really was magic.
Oh my goodness, that's not helpful.
You know, maybe it really was magic.
No!
Oh, stop it. If you don't reveal your trick now, then we'll vote you as the culprit.
Stop picking on Himiko! A cute tiny flower like her couldn't kill anyone.
Right, but most of us will still vote for
I
her.
get that you want to defend her, but that might be a bit much.
As I expected, the others suspect Himiko, but I have my doubts, obviously. It's way too obvious. I can't let this case get derailed by misunderstandings. We need to understand what happened. I'm the ultimate detective, so it's up to me. Yeah, everyone else is like, has no responsibility, right? Whatever. Okay, let's go.
Atua has blessed me with an epiphany.
Okay.
The culprit used the underwater escape trick to pull off a sneaky switcheroo with Ryoma.
Okay.
After that, the time ran out.
Okay.
The tank above Ryoma opened and piranhas came pouring out.
And he was eaten alive.
Oh my.
Eaten to bone by piranhas.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Savage way to go.
Indeed.
No, that's wrong.
You tried
The
it.
underwater escape was no trick, it's magic.
That doesn't work when you don't have a point.
Shitless, no one cares.
Oh, ouch. Okay, Ryoma's body was eaten by piranhas that fell into the tank. That is a fact, but that doesn't mean it was the cause of death. Right. Okay, that's what we want to get at first, okay?
Atua has
That's fine.
blessed me with an
I'm gonna keep a file then. There we go. V-points even.
That's wrong!
He was not eaten alive, we know that.
No, Ryoma's death was not caused by the piranhas. The Monokuma file indicates the cause of death is drowning.
It also does indicate that it seems like, well, the best way to phrase it is definitely that he died beforehand. I know she was in there for a while. The whole thing was like a minute. You probably could have drowned, especially if you're unconscious in that time frame, and maybe died. I'm not sure how quick it actually takes to die rather than just, you know, like completely have water go in and become unconscious. I don't know at what point you're actually dead from that, and how long you're just unconscious of the underwater. But I do feel as though that's a short amount of time to just straight up drown. So even if he switched with her while he was just unconscious or something like that, right? I doubt it.
So it wasn't the piranhas then. He was drowned.
Ooh, I see. I haven't checked the Monokuma file yet, so that's news to me.
Man, Kokichi, you need to like put in an effort. Do you just want this to be as hard as possible? You don't even want to look for evidence. You just want to claim things and then hope you're right. Oh boy.
You lying little brat! Telling lies is what turns you into a degenerate male.
Ah, you too?
So what? Ryoma drowned, Himiko changed places with him, and then the piranhas ate him, right?
No, Himiko only had 60 seconds to escape from the tank. Even if they changed places at the start of the show, that's insufficient time to drown someone.
Thank you.
If that is the case, then when did he drown?
You were getting the information on, yeah, time and death. When did Ryoma drown? It was obviously, before the show started. After the piranhas dropped. Before the show started, almost definitely. Has to be.
That's it!
Nothing else makes sense.
Ryoma was already drowned before the show started. Agreed. Before being eaten by the piranhas, he made no attempt to escape the water.
He was definitely
To be
unconscious.
precise, he made no movements whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yes. By that point, he had already joined the ranks of the dead.
Could that mean his body was hidden until the culprit made it appear in the tank?
Hidden? Where?
Oh, I know.
The culprit would have had to hide the body near the tank, and then show it during the act.
I will note, does it really matter how Himiko got out? Because if she got out a completely different way, if he was in the piranha tank, then it really doesn't matter how she got out. He fell in anyways, and she got out at some other point. It was completely independent because there was two methods of going in and out.
Easier said than done.
I bet we're still gonna have to answer the question of how she did it. Not that
Was
it
there a
matters.
place on stage where the culprit could have hid the body?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh wait! Himiko should know since she performed the underwater escape trick.
Himiko, why won't you just explain it to us?
'Cause it's magic.
God damn, man. Why would you keep this up when your life is on the motherfucking line?
You know, maybe it really was magic.
No.
Shut up.
Thank you.
Himiko is committed to her act, but those who deal in dreams are oft liars.
Interesting.
Why is everyone still picking on Himiko? You're all worse than a drunk dad's ramblings.
She had a drunk dad, didn't she? Mm-hmm. Seems like it.
We should let him vent. After all, it's tough being the man of the house.
Okay. I guess just ramblings, but whatever.
Man, we gotta figure out how the trick works to find where the body was hidden.
Okay.
But Himiko does not wish to tell us how she performed her act.
Then let's work together to reveal the secrets behind Himiko's trick!
So, not real magic?
Yes. God.
No, it was real magic. 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 Magic!
Oh no! It's Himiko's curse! Her curses are really powerful!
No.
Aren't incantations usually more, complicated than that?
Well, you just don't get magic, man. You don't get it, man. Anyway, we need to first determine how Himiko performed the trick. If we can't figure that one out, this case is going to go nowhere. I don't think we really need to know that. It's pretty obvious where he was. Oh, whatever. Okay, what do we got? Square glass pane.
How did Himiko escape the water tank?
Maybe she just climbed out and
my
no
bad.
one noticed.
Nah, she
What's
definitely
this?
would have been caught.
Perhaps the mechanism was set up on the stage.
Yeah.
The curtain covering the tank was certainly suspicious.
What about that square pane of glass we found in the tank?
Yeah, that probably came
Maybe
from
the
the...
tank had a secret hatch.
yeah, probably that.
It must be real magic!
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah! Real escape magic!
Shut up!
Maybe
Actually, what was... I don't even remember what button I'm
there
supposed
were
to press
two
for...
Himikos. And one of them was
That was
Tsumugi in
X,
disguise.
X.
Hey, my costumes aren't disguises.
Yeah, and you'd get your thingamabomb. That's right, there's a similar water tank in Himiko's lab. Okay. If I remember my investigation, there's some trick to the tank.
How did
Mm-hmm.
Himiko
The
escape?
tank had a secret hatch.
There we go. It's not...
I agree.
Man, I was close to the... How close do you have to be to get the V? I wonder.
Maki is correct. There was an escape hatch on that tank.
I see. So it did have one.
That's right. I discovered a similar tank in Himiko's lab.
I don't see why we didn't go back and check.
There was a panel on the side that could open. That was her escape.
Yeah, I get that. It's pretty straightforward. I do think that glass pane might have had something to do with it. Maybe that's what fell on the top, or wait, you don't think that was the top lid to the piranha tank, that glass pane, and that fell down? No, and then maybe that. No, the piranhas are still in there. Maybe it was loot. It was either part of the trick or it was part of the piranha tank, that glass pane.
Mind over strength!
Oh, but it was magic. 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 Oh,
No!
God.
Your logic is all wrong, Shuichi.
How so?
What do you mean?
And you don't even know why you're wrong either. Typical degenerate male.
Please explain. That's how this works.
I'll smash in your face with my fists of hot burning steel!
That sounds hot, but no. It's not. Not now. Okay, let's do this.
The side of the tank being open doesn't have anything to do with Himiko's escape. She didn't use an escape hatch. I know she didn't do that. And now, I'm gonna punch you!
No. No, no. Oh my goodness, there's so much to it. Oh, no. Where's the... Whoopsie daisy.
Wait a second. Before you punch me.
But you're still gonna punch
What
me.
makes you so sure she didn't?
Hmm.
Because If she escaped from a hatch in the tank, the water would have gushed out with her. There would have been water everywhere.
Would there? And that wouldn't cause everything to be soaked in water. Well, you're wrong. Okay. Oh, okay. What blades did I have?
If she escaped from a hatch in the tank, the water would have gushed out with her. There would have been water everywhere.
Not necessarily.
That wouldn't be magical at all. The whole trick would be ruined. With that out of the way, I'm gonna punch you!
Okay. I gotta figure out why the hatch was in that exact spot. I know the answer. Crap.
Because if she escaped from a hatch in the tank, the water would have gushed out with her. There would have been water everywhere.
There we go.
I'll cut through your words.
See, probably the hardest part about that is being able to keep up with everything else while also figuring out exactly which blades I have.
There was a reason the room wasn't flooded with water.
Because it's different than just non-stop debate, because you need to be constantly doing shit in that, at the very least. You can't just let it go and look at what happens.
Was attached to the water tank.
Yeah, that's the big thing. That is the big change.
Try to remember how the staircase was positioned. It was aligned perfectly with the tank's escape hatch, meaning the water tank was connected to the inside of the staircase.
Inside staircase? His body was in stairs?
Wait, what?
Knowing that, it's clear how Himiko made her escape from underwater. There was a curtain covering the tank during the performance.
Oh, okay.
Allowing Himiko to enter the staircase from the hatch undetected. Any water that spilled out would have simply funneled into the staircase.
Okay.
So how do you get out from the staircase?
Good question.
The staircase also has an escape hatch, one facing away from us.
I do remember seeing something
It's
looking
placed
weird.
so that the water would not drain from the staircase.
I know we are assuming that.
In which case, a person could exit and leave water inside the staircase.
Do we really have any sort of proof of that? I mean, I get the idea,
However,
but...
that person would be soaked, meaning that some trace should be left.
Right, the puddle. Right.
That would explain why there was a puddle around the stairs.
So when Himiko came out from the stairs, her wet clothes dripped water all over.
Ha-ha, bitch! Caught you soaking wet and red-handed!
You would be forced to say that the tank was empty for a very long period of time, since she would have had to use the time to get dressed again in dry clothes. Oh my. I forgot about this thing. Putting someone in the middle. No, we get how she did the trick. It doesn't mean she did anything with that, right?
Judging from Himiko's reaction, you hit it right on the bullseye.
But Himiko's clothes should have been wet when she left the water tank.
Oh, you're not saying it's magic anymore. Haha. Yeah, the ultimate underwater. Yeah, dry.
Her clothes were definitely not wet.
Of course. That's because my underwater escape wasn't a trick. It was magic.
Why are you so insistent? No, magic had nothing to do with why her clothes weren't wet. She just changed her uniform, right? It's pretty straightforward.
That's it! It's because she changed her uniform.
Mind you, did she have like a towel to dry herself off? Because there's obvious reasons why that would be tricky.
The dormitory is stocked with uniforms. Did you hide one behind the stage in advance?
I remember seeing Himiko go to the gym this morning, carrying a uniform and a towel.
Oh, where's the towel? Yeah.
Ah! Why would you say that?
Because I assume it's true.
I see. She had a towel too. She may not have had time to fully dry her hair. But her short hair and hat ensured we were none the wiser.
Himiko can't get wet, because her body repels water.
Well, let's assume that's true. Let's assume that's true. How would you know?
Huh? Like a duck?
Is that how ducks work?
Himiko, come on. Give it up already.
I know you're not the culprit, but we need you to admit and work with us, or else you're just gonna be more and more suspicious.
Fine. You win.
There we go.
It's just like you said. The water tank and staircase both have mechanisms.
So I was correct.
But that doesn't mean I used them.
Oh,
I
my.
didn't need them, 'cause I used my magic.
Oh, my goodness.
Again with the magic crap. Were you dropped on your head as a kid?
Seeming more and more likely. Stop being so
Now
resistant.
that we understand how the trick was performed, let us move on.
Yep, that's a good way to handle this.
Yes, let us proceed. Where did the culprit hide Ryoma's body?
I'm gonna go ahead and say...
In our discussion earlier, his body could have been in the space inside the staircase.
Seems unlikely. He was pretty directly in the middle. If you were just to force him while having all that water around you... Also, I'm not sure there would have been enough room. I suppose he could have been hidden in there and pulled out and thrown into the middle, but he was pretty directly in the middle. I'm sort of questioning whether you could, play someone that accurately in comparison to falling from the piranha, tank. From, the trick that how we understand it.
But that's where Himiko would escape from, right?
So Himiko went in the stairs with the body? What kind of kinky shit is she into?
That seems unlikely. There isn't enough space for 2 people to fit in there.
Yeah, the stairs are pretty cramped. It'd be hard to fit even Ryoma and Himiko in there. Who says they went in together? She could have made the switch as she was leaving the tank. At the same time, she could have pulled out the body from inside the stairs.
Yeah, I'm still questioning the positioning.
That way, she'd have room to put herself in there. See how easy that is?
I mean, that's what I assumed at first. But, again...
I think that explains how Himiko changed places with Ryoma's body.
I'm trying to see a problem with that. I know my evidence leads me to a different conclusion, but I'm not sure there's anything that contradicts that possibility at the moment.
Wait a minute! Why did you automatically assume it was Himiko?
Who else but Himiko could have done it?
A lot of people. Maki, Kokichi, you. I mean, yeah, come on. And more to the middle. Come on, defend yourself. Don't just say it was magic over and over.
Angie, you spent more time with Himiko than any of us, so why are you accusing her?
You may think you're protecting Himiko, but what if she really is the culprit? We'll all die, and it will be all your fault. Atua will lose precious devotees.
Ah, my goodness.
Are you okay with that, Tenko?
I'm totally fine with that.
You do realize Himiko dies either way. If she's the culprit, or if she's really the culprit. Actually, no, if she's really the culprit and everyone else dies, she's willing to die for her to live. No, that's fucked up, man. What? You're willing to sacrifice all of us for one person. That's someone you barely know.
I don't care what anyone says. Himiko would never murder someone. That's what I believe more than anything.
Right, then prove it. Don't stop having an issue with us claiming it as a possibility. Then prove she didn't do it. Come on.
I want to believe in her, no matter what. If I can't do that, then I'd rather just die. So until this body takes its final breath, I'm gonna keep believing in Himiko.
You know, like, nothing about her, man. Like you said, you weren't even the one to spend the most time there. Oh, both of them are sort of towards the middle. Okay.
The only one who could have switched out Ryoma's body is Himiko herself.
No.
When Himiko was escaping the tank, she dragged out the body hidden in the stairs. and simply switched places with it.
Are you telling me you saw that happen?
No one could have seen that.
Yeah.
It would have occurred in the middle of the show, when the tank was covered with a curtain.
So basically, no one saw anything.
Uh-huh.
I didn't do it, I swear. Ryoma's corpse wasn't in the staircase.
Oh, he saw nothing.
Lying, you donkey-lipped con artist!
Because Gonta saw nothing.
She's not lying!
Oh.
Not a con artist, and she doesn't have donkey lips!
Well, I'm not gonna go against that last one, but is it possible that Himiko and Ryoma switch places with the water? But I feel like I'm forgetting an important point. Gonta did see nothing in there.
The only one who could have switched out Ryoma's body is he.
Basically, there had to be some sort of time frame in which none of them, neither of them were in the tank in a visible area, which could have been when, actually, it was right before the piranhas dropped. At that point, Ryoma's body would have had to have been floating there and had to have been at least visible, even as something, not just like blank, clear water. But yes.
Basically, no one saw anything.
There we go.
That's wrong!
A sniper shot on that one, V-point even. Yeah! Getting better at these.
Someone did see inside the tank. It was Gonta.
Yeah.
Gonta had climbed onto the stage and was looking into the tank from above.
And remember how suspicious Angie, well, not suspicious, but how against it Angie was at the time? It's like, we're in the middle of a show, blah, blah. It's not that suspicious of a thing to do, but she was against it. So...
Isn't that right, Gonta?
Yeah, Gonta saw down into tank, but saw no one in there.
No one was in there?
Yeah, no one. Guess that clue no good, huh?
No, that's very helpful.
No, that's actually a great clue. Because if Ryoma's body was hidden inside the staircase, Himiko would have had to pull him out before she went inside. There certainly wasn't enough room in the staircase for both of them.
Wait, how did Gonta not see Himiko? Did she get out of the staircase after he ran up there? No. Didn't he run up the stairs?
But that means, if the tank was empty when Gonta looked,
it would have spent much more time for her changing and drying off. Maybe he just didn't notice when he was running? Okay, whatever.
Ryoma's body must not have been hidden in the staircase.
What if they squeezed into that space with Ryoma's body to avoid getting caught?
She had no need to worry about us witnessing her at that point.
Yeah, there's absolutely no reason she would have had to expect anyone to run up there. So, yeah.
For the entire stage was hidden behind a curtain. To all but Gonta, anyway.
Then the culprit never would have considered hiding inside the staircase with the body. Entering the staircase after moving the body is much faster, and seems more rational too.
Then, Ryoma's body wasn't hidden in the stairs?
Someone better say where the fucking body was hidden, or I'm gonna start cutting throats!
You don't have a blade, for one, and I know. I have it. Where is Ryoma's body hidden? We need to pin that down. It's clear that it was not inside the staircase, but where? Yeah, Piranha Tank. Definitely the Piranha Tank. You know, if Angie was...
Where were you hiding Ryoma's body?
There's a legitimate thing that you have to wonder about when people give clues. Who has given us clues and who hasn't given us clues? Kokichi gave us clues, and both Kokichi and Angie gave us clues. So it would be really weird. Well, I suppose Kokichi could have been trying to create his own alibi. He could have also had been he could have also been trying to just make an alibi. But Angie, what point would she have had in trying to tell us that the Piranha Tank, that the Piranha Tank was foolish crammed piranhas? Yeah, that's what I'm interested in. Assuming that's on here.
It wasn't really in the stairs, was it?
Okay.
After all, there was only enough space for Himiko.
Yep.
Well, how about behind the curtain?
If there was a way to enter the tank from there, then it would be plausible.
No.
Or maybe the body was in the tank all along.
No.
But we just couldn't see it.
No. Smoke and mirrors, then? No.
Impossible. You'd need top-notch visual effects to pull that off.
And what of the tank containing the piranhas?
Yeah.
No way! If you put a body in there, the piranhas would have eaten it way before we saw it.
No.
But if the body and piranhas were separated, then it wouldn't have been devoured, correct?
Oh, that's a good idea. I didn't even think of it being used as a separator. Oh, okay, actually. I wonder, was the piranhas more crammed because, like, the glass pane on the top was, like, undone and it was coming down and Ryoma was just on top of it? With the piranha? Yeah. I suppose that is one thing I've been trying to get through my head and how that could have been done, and I suppose that's feasible. But at the same time, you think you would have saw the piranhas, or you would have saw all the space made for Ryoma at that point, and you would have saw Ryoma much more clearly if he was distinctly separated by the glass pane. You think you would have saw that. I've been assuming that Ryoma was hidden in between all the piranhas, and he was just pushing them outwards. See, the reason I assumed he wasn't eaten by the piranhas was because they were so crammed they couldn't eat anything. So, yeah. Even though he's in the same tank. There's one piece of evidence at the crime scene that might explain it. Probably the
Where
last
were you
pane.
hiding, Ryoma's?
There we go.
I agree.
Yeah. I'm not completely convinced about the ability for that to be reasonable.
Keel's hypothesis is correct. The body and the piranhas were separate.
No, I get the idea, but you think you would have noticed that as it was falling. Because I thought, like, you could hide Ryoma with the piranhas as it fell if he was, like, mixed in with them initially, and he was just part of that shadow that fell. But if there's a glass pane involved, he would have been so distinctly separated, he wouldn't have been hidden. It would have been so different.
This was accomplished using the square glass pane found in the tank.
Just as I thought. Using that glass pane as a divider, a safe space could be created in the tank.
You know...
It is in such a space that the body could be stored, separated from the piranhas.
You know, at that angle, it makes a lot more sense why we wouldn't have seen him initially. I was thinking something more along the lines of it was very vertically distinct, in that the glass pane would have been basically pushed down and Ryoma would have pushed down the rest of it with it, but he would have been, like, still on top, and they would have fell in that same pattern. Here, it's a bit more believable. At the very least. I didn't think of that.
Then that means Ryoma's body was hidden in the piranha tank the whole time!
So Ryoma's body fell into the water tank with the piranhas?
Gonta knew it!
Did you? No, you didn't. Whatever.
What is it, Gonta?
What did you see? I didn't remember anything.
Gonta was above stage when piranhas fall. That's why Gonta sees something no one else could. When piranhas fell, Gonta sees some big thing fall into water tank with them.
Why didn't you mention that earlier? What the fuck, man? Right when the timer's hit 0, the buzzer went off, and then... Are they gonna show that again? It seemed big, but... You think you would have noticed a big glass pane falling too, just in that shape. No, I get what he's getting at. I do.
Now that Gonta think about it, Gonta maybe see Ryoma's body.
When the piranhas dropped from the tank, I thought I saw something bigger drop as well. The water tank on the bottom is made completely out of glass, correct? You can see what is happening through the glass. Can you really hide a body in the tank?
Yeah, that was a questionable.
Even in murky water, a dead body would still be visible in a glass tank.
Unless a certain something was used to obscure the body.
What do you have in mind?
A certain something?
We all agree that the glass pane was used to separate the body from the piranhas, correct? Well, that method has the added benefit of hiding the body from view.
By using the piranhas, just from that angle? I feel as though you would have noticed it from the side, any sort of situation where you looked at it from the side, right? Or was just one side?
Yeah? How could you hide a body like that?
How's the corporate able to conceal the body in the piranha tank? Okay. I haven't had one of these in a while. The pool rules, obviously. Okay. I suppose it does look like there's only one side of it that's distinctly visible, right? So it's either gonna be this or the piranha tank. Front side, only the front side was made out of glass. The other side was made out of wood. Looks like there's no lid from the start. That seems like the most likely aspect, right? There's a trick to the piranha tank. We're expecting us to provide us the explanation to that trick. Oh, whoops. Everyone's staring at me. I screwed up. They think I'm a fraud. No, I'm so sad. Wait, I mean, if the other walls weren't, so the crammed piranhas? Not sure what else it could be. I get what they're getting at, but...
This is it!
Okay. Okay. I mean, I thought we already... Okay, whatever.
It was the piranhas. The piranhas were obscuring the body.
Huh? The piranhas?
That's right. Remember what Angie said during the investigation?
So what you're saying is that during, because there was glass that you could see, and you had another glass pane to separate them, you could have seen through that other glass pane and still seen Ryoma. But because it was so crammed, that obscured that view, and the other sides were also already blocked off. Now, if Angie did it, I feel it would be really weird if she brought this up in the first place, because, yeah.
They increased that significantly? I didn't know piranhas fuck like rabbits.
It seemed that way, but it wasn't that the actual number of piranhas increased. The glass pane divided the tank nearly in half, right? The piranhas got crowded together, making it look like there were more of them.
The more densely the piranhas are packed, the harder it is to see past them.
Because of that, it was difficult to see the body hidden in the tank.
That glass pane was the lid from the piranha tank. It was really easy to detach that lid, so it's no wonder they used it as a divider.
Gee, thanks for telling us that useless detail.
I mean, we assumed it, but yeah.
What the heck are you saying? That detail was super useful.
Somewhat, not super.
Sure, the lid looks a little big, but if you set it diagonally, it would fit perfectly. Nice job, Himiko! Your explanation was awesome!
Oh god. Oh god.
With this much evidence, it seems like the body was definitely in the piranha tank.
Congrats, Himiko! Now there should be no reason for anyone to suspect you.
Except being in the piranha tank just opens up the possibility for other people to do it. She's still suspicious.
Yeah, really?
Don't believe it. Don't believe it.
Yeah, because if you didn't switch places with the body, then you couldn't have killed him.
It only means we now have other suspects. You are not cleared of suspicion just yet.
Okay, but still, that's way better!
That's wonderful news, Himiko! Atua is happy for you.
Apologize, Angie! You and your Atua better tell Himiko you're sorry right now!
Atua is sleeping. He went to bed angry because you all doubted him.
What a petty-ass god!
No, it's okay. We shouldn't be mad at Angie. We should be mad at this class trial, at this killing game.
Oh, Himiko! Bless your sweet, kind heart.
That's what Atua said anyway.
Oh, fuck, man.
What?
God, I forgot she was a devout now.
It's too bad that the handsome god went to bed angry, though.
Himiko's still brainwashed! But I'm not giving up just yet. This is gonna be a breeze. Great, now what are we gonna do? We're back to square one.
And why are we back to square one?
Because any of us could still be the culprit. Jeez! You flunked out of Tard School or something?
God, fuck, man.
Nuh-uh. Not everyone. We can narrow it down to whoever doesn't have an alibi yet.
Huh? What alibi?
I guess I should have known a dumb whore pig like you wouldn't understand. So let me explain.
Ooh, ouch.
Who you calling a dumb pig?
Yeah, she gives in easy. Oh.
If there's this much evidence, then there's no mistake the body was hidden in the piranha tank. But for someone to plant the body in there with such limited time is pretty tricky.
Kokichi brings up a valid point. Yes, it probably would have had to been prepared beforehand. There's only one time the Cobra could have set up the scene. Yesterday before nighttime, right? Because of the pull rules, right?
That's it!
In particular. Well, I suppose.
It was done yesterday, before nighttime.
Ding, ding, ding! The ultimate detective gets it right again!
Oh, wait. How do you know it was before nighttime yesterday?
Stop asking me dumbass questions. It could have been solved with the process of elimination. Jeez. Fine. I'll explain it to the itty-bitty pea-brained bitchlet.
Man, I just like ship Kokichi with everyone.
Bitchlet?
Yeah, they would get along well.
First,
Oh
the gym
my.
was closed during nighttime, so no one could have entered.
Oh, yeah.
Try to enter the gym at night. It'll go off.
Right. Forgot about that.
You talking about my butthole?
I mean, that's every night.
No, she means the alarm.
Yeah.
After nighttime passed, morning came. But hiding the body before the show was...
Very difficult and probably not enough time. Easy enough to... Yep.
Impossible!
Since Angie and Himiko came there right away.
Himiko and I were waiting in front of the gym before the morning announcement.
Yep.
Which leaves only one possibility. It was done before nighttime yesterday. Anyone who doesn't get this is just as stupid as the whore bitchlet over there.
God, motherfucking damn. Just fuck already. Come on. My goodness.
So the culprit placed Ryoma's corpse in the piranha tank before nighttime yesterday? Which means he was also killed during that time frame.
Yay! Now we know what time the crime happened, right?
I still don't really get it, though. Can we narrow down the time of death a bit more?
I'm sure we can narrow it down more if we consider the source of information. Well, we have a bunch of stuff. How about, what happened to... Oh, okay. The insect meet and greet. And Kokichi's account. Right, that's one of them. Do you see anything suspicious? Wait. Okay. What exactly? Yeah, I saw suspicious room, but I'm pretty sure it has nothing to do with Ryoma. I'm staring at me. Okay, fine. I'm a fraud. Man, that's a hell of a way to beat myself up about it. Oh my. Exact questions trying to ask. What clues helps determine when Ryoma was killed? Do we not have... Oh, okay. This one. Sorry, I was looking for, like,
This is it!
Harumi's account or something.
If we can find out who last saw Ryoma alive, we can narrow down the time of death.
Yeah, my bad.
Kirumi, you were asking everyone when they had last seen him, right?
Yes, Gonta was the last person who saw Ryoma.
What? Really?
And when was the last time Gonta saw Ryoma?
When Gonta was inviting everyone to insect meet and greet, so... Gonta think that was maybe 8 p.m.?
If he was last seen at 8 p.m. and was killed before nighttime officially began...
Then we can assume the crime took place between 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock at night.
So all we must do is find someone with no alibi for that time period, yes? Simple enough. After all, most of us were detained by Gonta then.
Yeah, that's true.
If I recall correctly, the only people that weren't there besides Ryoma...
That would be the four of us. Myself, Kaito, Miu, and also Maki.
Well, Kirumi, you would tell the truth, even if it screwed you over.
Okay.
I do this for everyone. It is my duty to unveil the truth, so I do not care if people suspect me.
Ah, beautiful! Your spirit of self-sacrifice is just too beautiful!
Get a room.
I will also say this. The crime took place between 8 and 10 o'clock at night, and I was at the gym during that time.
Wait. Wait. No, you weren't. At least not for an hour of it. You have an alibi, but why are you lying?
But I was only there for about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Why would you even say that, though? You're tying a noose around your neck, you know.
I don't care if it was 5 seconds. It's way too suspicious that you were alone in the gym.
Okay, so the suspicious part is that she's alone in the gym. Okay.
I think the cleaning lady here is the culprit. You killed Ryoma, didn't you?
It's too soon to tell. We should hear what everyone has to say, right?
Fuck that noise!
But Mew, you don't have an alibi for when the crime occurred either, do you?
You think I'm suspicious? I don't even know where the gym is.
Oh my goodness. You people, you lie. You are the worst liar ever.
Doesn't telling such obvious lies make you more suspicious, Mew?
Okay, so...
The other two without alibis are Kaito and Maki. Let us hear your testimonies.
Okay, so Kurumi said she was in the gym during that time frame, but she was only there for a short amount of time. And Mew's just so easily pushed to the brink that she'll lie so quickly.
I was in my research lab the whole time. I didn't go to the gym.
But that cannot be proven, can it?
What about Kaito? Only murderers grow out creepy facial hair like mustaches and goatees.
Well, based on the first game, that is true.
What? My goatee's not creepy. It gives me a glamorous celebrity vibe.
Does it? Whatever you say, man. Whatever you say.
Anyway, among those 4, the culprit must be the one who doesn't have an alibi.
I apologize, but given the circumstances, we have no choice but to suspect you.
Suspect who? Who's the culprit?
Wait up! Why are you guys suspicious of me? I've been helping the whole time!
Oh, okay. We're gonna get into another one. Mass panic.
Oh wait, I remember now. I do have an alibi.
Do you know what an alibi is yet?
You will see whether or not I am suspicious as the trial progresses.
No way I'm the culprit!
And Maki's not saying anything. Okay. Oh no, the mass panic debate is gonna start. That's what you're thinking, right? Definitely. Well, you're exactly correct, buddy, but let me give you another tutorial first. The mass panic debate this time around will have loud voice dialogue. Oh, okay. Okay. It's when one of your opponents shouts their opinion in a loud voice. It blacks out everyone's arguments. Even if you see a weak spot, you can't refute it. Oh no, what do you do then? That's what you're thinking, right? Luckily, it's just white noise. Shut them up with the X button silencer. After that, all of the arguments will be audible again. Then you just shoot the truth bullet with the weak spot. You know the drill. Thank you for understanding. Thank you, system narrator guy. You're the best. You're my favorite. Okay.
I was running away from Gota!
Okay.
What is your
I tried
alibi?
hiding in the classroom.
When I was running from
I even tried
and the
hiding in the
others were
girls'
with me.
bathroom.
I want to agree with Kaido there.
Got a little heated to catch
Until
my
they
breath.
left with
Nothing
Gonta.
perfect.
Okay.
What's Maki's
That was
alibi?
5
Then
minutes
right
before
before
9
nighttime, I
p.m.
got tired and fell
I
asleep.
didn't run
Did
the
you
gym.
really leave the gym at 9 p.m.?
I was in
Are
my
you
research
sure
lab
you
the
did
whole
not
time.
stay at the gym?
No, in my own room. Jeez.
Wait, what? Okay, I need to sort out everyone's statements just like Kaede did. I need to calm down, focus up one at a time.
I
I
have
was
an
running
alibi.
away
for
from
about-
Gota!
Okay, so did that automatically get rid of Kaido's loud voice? I think that's what it did. The librarian's thing. There we go.
I heard it.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad at all.
No, I think Kirumi is telling the truth. Kokichi's story proves it.
Yeah, Engine saw Kirumi, and yeah, he wouldn't have a reason to lie about that. Unless he did it. Okay. You know, why aren't we suspecting Kokichi? I mean, he was at the insect meet and greet for some time, but he did go and...
Kokichi met Kirumi at 9 p.m., and they were together until nighttime.
Okay, fine.
Gonta went to the gym to catch Himiko and Angie 5 minutes before 9 o'clock. After I left Gonta's lab, I ran into Kirumi. I'm pretty sure Kirumi stayed at the gym 5 minutes till 9 o'clock.
This information could have been told to us beforehand.
Sorry, forgot. I definitely didn't keep it a secret to make the trial more interesting.
Wait, wouldn't you know? You were playing tag with... whatever. What motherfucking ever, Kirumi? You would have known about this, whatever.
Forgot? It seems far more plausible that you were telling another lie.
Unlike robots, we meatbags can't pull out our memories from our hard drive.
Was that supposed to offend me? Your irrationality fills me with pity.
If I am the culprit, that would mean I killed Ryoma within 5 minutes, transported him to the gym, and hid him in the piranha tank. This seems highly unlikely.
If you called Ryoma out to the gym and killed him there, you wouldn't need to move him. All you would have to do is hide him in the piranha tank.
Gonta was in the midst of heading to the gym to capture Angie. Are you claiming I took advantage of that and called Ryoma for a rendezvous at the gym?
That'd be pretty difficult. We should probably look at other possibilities.
Also have to consider how you would have drowned someone in that situation. Seems unlikely.
Maybe someone snuck into the gym while Kirumi and I were busy talking.
The only ones capable of that are the other three with no alibis.
Mew, Kaido, and Maki! Ah! You're including me too?
But there's actually one person we can rule out of the suspects list.
Miyu.
Right? There's one person who's totally not suspicious. Say who it is already.
Maki. One person can be eliminated as a suspect according to Kokichi. Unless we're talking about the figure he saw. I certainly would have an alibi. What we need to pin down, who it was. The key to the fact is that in Kokichi, Gonta, and Miyu's statements. According to what we know, that figure Kokichi saw must be... yeah...
That's it!
It's seeming more and more likely it's gonna be Maki.
Kokichi, you're talking about Mew, right?
Oh, don't be Maki, please don't be Maki. Come on.
What? Mew?
Yeah, you can take her off the list. She actually has an alibi.
Booyah! Suck it, nerds!
We should discuss what that alibi is.
Wait a sec. Since when does she have an alibi?
If you compare everyone's statements, there's no other possibility.
Oh yeah, I did see something odd when Kirumi was lecturing me. Yep, something odd. I saw a half-naked girl wandering around the courtyard in her underwear. It was too dark for me to make out who it was, but I saw her walk around for a bit.
A girl walking around half naked?
Who else could it be but the horny exhibitionist Mew?
Well, we can't just jump to conclusions like that. He just saw a shadow, right? That could have been anyone walking around in women's underwear. Even me.
Okay, Kaido. Sure.
That'd be a whole different issue.
No, it's Mew, without a doubt. Mew and Gonta's statements prove it.
Yep. Secret woman weapon. Yeah.
It sounds like Gonta got an eyeful,
What? Why the heck were you in your underwear, Mew?
Oh, well, 'cause, I'm
Pretty stacked, so...
I figured I'd take my clothes off so Gonta would be too flustered to touch me.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it, you cockroaches!
Okay, so there's something more to it. I assume that was a...
Anyway, I think the blood rushed to both of Gonta's heads because he got super embarrassed.
Mew was in her underwear, and Gonta got weird feeling. So Gonta ran away.
Oh.
Well, when you got the body of a goddess, it's only natural to want to flaunt it. I show my panties to the boys all the time. And I mean all the time.
Oh my. Yeah, great for you. See the vein in Gonta's hand there?
So you're welcome, Gonta. Think of me during your next tug session.
Oh god.
Most of that was unintelligible nonsense, but it would seem that Mew has an actual alibi.
Yep, it took a while, but at least we got everyone's alibis cleared up. We should remember all of this in case we need to recall these events again.
Oh, okay, cool, dope. I guess that's gonna be important.
That leaves Kaito and Maki as the only ones with no alibis.
I wonder if that's a truth bullet because maybe there's a possibility that someone was able to do the stuff in the gym at a different time? I guess the only thing I can think of, it seems like it might be possible that someone could have went and... I mean, what's the point of using the rope and all that if it wasn't for, Someone could have set it up so that the rope was set up so that they could lower them in, lower the body into the, into the tank during nighttime. That seems possible, because then you wouldn't be in the gym. You couldn't go swimming, but you wouldn't be in the gym, and you're allowed to be in the pool area at the very least, right?
Then one of them must be the culprit. But which one, I wonder?
So that's almost making me feel as though that these two are not going to be it, and someone who doesn't have an alibi for after nighttime is going to be the person who did it.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch the culprit by its...
Hold up! Don't decide just yet!
Two prime suspects, Kaido and Maki. Something inside me doesn't want to accuse Kaido. I don't know, it would be a bit weird if they went for the whole, like, oh shit, I did this, and I did this whole elaborate thing, now I feel suspicious, now I'm gonna help out someone trying to figure out the truth, because he did go out of his way to act as... maybe he did do it, maybe they're doing it again, where you have to... it would be weird for the second trial to have the same basic concept of, you get close to someone and that someone does it, and then they try to basically help Shuichi get over the fact that they're going to figure out that they didn't. I want to believe Kaido until he's proven guilty. I will trust him.
Maybe we should determine the sequence of events. The culprit
No, we should do something more fun. And I have the perfect idea.
Oh, what do you have in mind? What?
We narrowed it down to 2 people. And one of those 2 is the culprit, right?
Oh, okay, so it's gonna be we each take a side, and then we argue it out, right? In one of those again?
Since we don't have to randomly accuse each other, finding the truth just got much easier. So let's find the truth with a more effective method.
And what is this effective method?
If one of them is the culprit, then the innocent one should know who the guilty one is. Yeah?
That is a fair point. Okay.
Because if you know you're not the culprit, then you can just accuse the other person.
Yes, that is true.
Which means there is one person among us who definitely knows who the culprit is.
Oh, there's 2 people, because the person who
To
did
that someone who knows, do your best to convince us. Work harder.
Oh, interesting.
Work harder?
Have the 2 argue for their innocence. That's how we'll decide our culprit.
Interesting idea. I'd like to see how this plays out. Is this a new mode, or...?
Even if we did that, wouldn't they just pass the blame back and forth?
And...
Huh?
You guys talk about cooperation and teamwork, but you're all afraid. You're too scared to point your fingers at others, so you hide behind the word trust. How do you expect to find the culprit when you're all worried about each other's feelings? If you're planning to expose a liar, then you have to corner them psychologically. Only then will they reveal their true self as a liar, hiding beneath a layer of deceit!
Oh, man.
If we want to find the liar, I suggest that the two suspects argue against each other.
Okay, his voice acting is on point, by the way.
No more pointless deductions. All we need is for them to fight for their lives. So let's host an argument that's totally not boring but super fun! We'll catch the culprit in their lies when we find a contradiction. We'll scare the culprit until they screw up! That's how a true class trial works. Right, Monokuma?
A development like that would liven things up a bit.
Yep, I totes agree.
You're agreeing with Monokuma? Just whose side are you on?
I'm on your side. I don't want to die either, you know. That's why we need to take this seriously. A hot debate to smoke out the liar.
And how do you expect us to start this?
If you guys need some help getting started, I can give out the first topic.
Oh,
Our
my.
first topic is this. Ta-da!
The Cubs pads. Right, it was the Cubs pads. I kept forgetting the name of those.
Just
Whatever.
when we started
Oh, my bad.
investigating, I went straight to his room to borrow it.
Okay. It was, yeah. But the one given to our latest victim oh, so you took it. Okay. Wait, you kept it? Why did you keep that? I thought all of the ones were... Oh, the one given back to him. Okay.
So, it wasn't the culprit who took the video from his room. It was you.
And the reason why I brought it out just for this occasion is...
Does it show one of the two?
Because one of these two had Ryoma's motive video. Dun dun dun!
Wait, they did?
One of these two had it?
Wait, okay. Ryoma didn't have one of their twos. Actually, I had Kaido. Wait, no, I had Kaido's. So if Ryoma had any of them, it would have had to have been a Maki that he had if he had either of theirs. But... You don't think everyone got, like, flipped? Like, if I got Kaido's, Kaido got mine, and Maki got Ryoma's, and Ryoma got Maki's, maybe?
And for us to figure that out, we need to know who this motive video belongs to. Take a guess, everyone! Whose motive video did Ryoma have?
The motive video that Ryoma had. Oh, right. Okay, no, he had one. Yeah, I should know this answer. The motive... Yeah. Had to be Maki. Had to be.
That's it!
100%.
It was Maki's motive video, right?
Wow, how did you ever guess? Ooh, I know! It's because the motive video that you have belongs to Kaito.
Because I said that out loud, didn't I? I did.
Process of elimination wins again. The obvious answer was Maki, right?
Is that true, Shuichi?
Yes, you're right.
And what about that? Just because Ryoma had my motive video, that doesn't make me the culprit.
Finally, you said something! This is how a debate should be. I only brought up the motive video to make you talk.
Excuse me?
Okay, now that we got the party rolling, let's get you and Kaito ready to argue. Remember, if you're not the culprit, then that means the other one is.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
Let's start this extreme death debate. Tear up the other's lies, rip each other apart.
I feel like we're gonna get to a point where we're gonna say, like, neither of them could have been it. Neither of them are contradicting each other. This seemed like backfire almost, I bet.
Wait just a minute. What are you trying to...
Quit screwing around! We don't need to debate who's a culprit! I'm not the culprit! That's for sure.
Which means...
Kaito, wait. Maybe Kokichi is wrong. Maybe he...
But Maki isn't a culprit either.
Ooh, interesting. Interesting approach.
Huh?
Do you have another possibility that you've thought of? I wonder.
What?
Huh? Really? You're saying neither of you are the culprit? Then what would be the point of this whole debate?
Who cares about that? All I know is that neither me or Maki are the culprit.
Because what?
It's just a hunch I've got.
I mean, I don't totally disagree with you. We're not even at the halfway point.
Hunch? Are you being serious? You do know all our lives are on the line here, right? And you're betting our lives on just a hunch?
You don't get it. This isn't just any hunch. This is an official hunch from the Kaito Momota, Luminary of the Stars.
This hit my microphone. I was so just...
What?
That's so stupid, Kaito. Please don't ever say that again. Please don't ever say that again. Oh my.
How illogical. This is even more difficult to comprehend than Kokichi's antics.
You're totally not serious. You can't be that stupid, right?
No, he might actually be that stupid.
Yeah, I know. It's impressive. Thank you, Kaito. You're helping.
Damn idiot.
A two-a-damned idiot!
Ooh, you're going to hell, apparently. Or you
Hey, don't call me an idiot. Anyway, me and Maki aren't the culprit.
Or wait, is being a two-a-dam mean that you have to go to him and you have to deal with him? Oh, and Kaito, you get to be part of his harem. You get to be part of a two-a's harem. Great.
There's no doubt about it. I believe in Maki.
I hear Atu is handsome, at least. Good for you, Kaito.
What?
I don't know why.
You believe in her? But based on what?
Is it going to be absolutely nothing? I wonder.
Huh? I don't gotta base it on anything. No matter where the clues point.
Oh my goodness, this is stupid. Kaito, should I point out how stupid this is?
In the end, the only thing that matters is what I believe, right? Whether I believe or not. Whether I want to believe or not.
That sounds so stupid, and that's not going to convince anyone.
That's the only thing that matters.
So, you do not have any evidence?
Only baseless conjecture.
But I totally get where he's coming from. Because I want to believe in Himiko, too.
Want to believe, huh? Yeah, I think I understand that at the very least.
Wanting to believe in someone is a beautiful act, yes.
Remember when I believed in someone before? I believe in Kaede. A bit. I believe that she did at the very least. Doesn't mean they're not the culprit, man. God damn.
However, it is a sentiment that has no place in a class trial.
He's an idiot after all.
It's okay to be idiot, as long as you believe in people.
Oh, this is turning into a... Yeah, people are taking sides.
Guys, I said don't call me an idiot. Really hurts my feelings.
You're sort of an idiot, man. It's okay, though. You're a perfectly fine idiot. That's true. It's true. That's not what a class trial is about. You're supposed to think logically. You can't tell. You can't let your feelings into it. It's absurdity. Total absurdity. Then again, that absurdity saved me before, right? Right. It's different, man. It's different. Kaito feels like he just wants to believe in whoever he, feels like believing in. It's not even Why would you believe in Maki? What reason has she given to you to even put faith in that? If I can trust my logic, maybe I should trust Kaido's feelings too. What? No, no, this is stupid. Yeah, it'll work out in the end. So, yeah, sure, whatever.
I'll believe in Maki as well.
Fine, whatever. When I hope she didn't do it. You know what? Fuck it. I don't want her to do it so much. I'm gonna fucking buy into this shit. It's stupid as motherfucking hell, but I'm gonna buy into it.
That's our Kaido, right? Making us think with our hearts.
You too? How could the ultimate detective believe in someone without proof?
But there's no proof linking Maki or Kaido to this crime either. I believe in innocent until proven guilty. For now, they are innocent.
Right on, Shuichi. I knew I picked a good sidekick.
And by the way, I might be the ultimate detective, but I'm in training. I told you that, didn't I? I'm just an apprentice, not a real detective.
How do you plan to get closer to the truth without suspecting either of them?
I mean, I'm suspecting both of them plenty, but whatever.
Unless you have evidence to the contrary, these two will remain suspect.
So I just have to turn it around, right?
Okay.
Huh?
It's not like I owe that idiot a favor or anything just because he defended me. But that hopeless idiot may have encouraged me a bit.
Seriously, enough's enough! Stop calling me an idiot!
It's okay, idiot. It's okay.
What are you trying to say, Maki?
Kaido, we should go play the slots after this. Wouldn't that be fun?
I didn't want to say anything, but I can't stay silent forever. So I'll tell you.
Oh? Tell us what?
I met up with Ryoma during nighttime yesterday.
During nighttime? Oh.
With Ryoma? At nighttime?
So Ryoma was still alive at nighttime?
I thought the crime took place between 8 and 10 o'clock at night.
But that's wrong, because I met up with Ryoma during nighttime.
So at this point, if she's telling the truth, that definitely makes Kokichi the most suspicious one, right? Especially since he was trying to force the issue here, right?
If that's true, then we have no basis for suspecting only Kaito and Maki.
That's right. Everyone suspected them, because they have alibis for those times.
That means me and Maki aren't suspects anymore.
We might want to do something to corroborate that, thought. The idea that they meant.
Fuck it around! You think I'm dumb enough to swallow that line of crap?
Yes, this seems too convenient.
But why did Maki wait until now to mention that?
You know, it would make sense, because if you can't swim during the nighttime, that would make sense why you'd use the inner tube to move him over, though I suppose I don't know why you couldn't just physically move him over too. Whatever. You couldn't have just like physically moved him. I assume they put Ryoma's body on that inner tube, basically.
It's totally obvious! Maki's so desperate that she has to lie.
Was that a lie? I don't know. It seems way... It seems like there'd be easier ways to, a lie. It's a bit absurd for that sort of thing to be a lie, right? Did Maki lie to us? She is looking away. It's true. We don't have all the facts. But why would Maki say that now of all the times? If I trust her innocent, I should believe her statement. But should I? Intermission. Okay. I'm finishing this fuck today, but I'll save. I'll definitely save. And you know, this might be a good place to end it. Maybe.
2. He is all that remains of a once powerful nation. Right now.